And we are back for round 3 of Wednesday Night Standard here in sweltering Mason, Ohio.
I see why you said that.
On the left, we have Curtis King with Cryptolith Monument Combo Cutthroat Kill You Things. And on the right, Mr. Dan Kutzler yet again. With
He has nice hair.
Red Black Eldrazi. I'm more about those chops, man.
All right, I can dig.
Yeah, those are some pretty serious chops.
Yeah. I know Dan for a little bit. Cool guy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take your word.
That's all I got. He has a nice watch. Look at that watch.
So this will be the final commentated round of hot standard action tonight. But there will be a round 4 non-commentated. Just FYI. Wanted to let you know, give you the heads up, so you weren't sorely disappointed when you come back for round 4 and our velvety voices are not talking about the hot standard action.
We hardly talk about standard if we're being real.
That's the joke, man. Shh. It's not funny if you have to explain it. So it looks like Dan has won the role.
Yep.
Wisely chosen to play first, I'm sure.
All right. So he wins, right?
Yeah, probably not. I don't think this is one of those. Namely because both players are playing black cards in their deck.
All right.
And Curtis is playing green cards in his deck as well. So we're gonna grind.
All right. So like, have some gears, grind them.
Yeah. You know what really grinds my gears?
Me.
Yep. You guessed it. So there's a Zula Port.
And here's the push.
Yep. Get that trigger.
Yep.
Get that trigger.
I distinctly remember opening several non-English Aethervolt packs that said open foreign fatal pushes.
Were you successful?
In the 24 I've only opened 1 fatal push.
Yeah. That's what you get. I mean, it isn't uncommon. Like, you can open a box and only get like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you can even get none.
Yeah.
In a box. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I had all the fatal pushes I needed. I was like, well, I have extra money. Why not?
Yeah, I bought them the Friday they were legal for like $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have bought a couple play sets. Did not anticipate that card being worth $9.
I don't think anyone did.
Yep. Well, you know, I mean, it's the best removal spell that's been printed for Modern in
forever.
Ever since Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
So, yeah. Drana bites the dust to a grasp of darkness.
And here's Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
Yeah, Dan getting in. Unless this thing dies, he's going to get to draw a card. You going to get to draw a card, yeah.
4-drop.
It's going to be pretty good.
Oh, double 2-drop, actually.
Yeah, Recruiters.
You know what card would be great right here?
You tell me.
Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah, it would be pretty good.
Yeah, too bad it's not legal.
Right, yeah, Dan would also lose the game in the match instantly.
He can't even cast it, so it's fine.
Right.
So we wouldn't know. Alright, so maybe he dance a luck sack and do double fatal push.
Well, it would be triple fatal push at this point.
Well, yeah.
He already played 1.
So, but he has to cast a spell because.
Yeah, otherwise those recruiters are gonna flip. Yeah, Collective Brutality.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Looks like he's
Drain.
Escalate once.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, neg 2, and the discard option. I like that.
I mean, I can see both like, we knew something was a good neg 2.
Sure.
But
willing to trade, it looks like a Reality Smasher for a possible removal spell.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's only got 2 lands at this point, so I see why he chose to discard the 5-drop, certainly.
Yep.
I can't really tell what else is in his hand. It looks like maybe a To the Slaughter.
Yep.
A Matter Reshaper, and then a couple other cards. And, I mean, since we're potentially drawing a card here on this next upkeep,
I think we're fine.
Yeah. Or it looks like, did he choose not to draw a card on his last turn?
Who knows? He might have forgot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
He might have just forgot.
He's doing it now.
That's very easy to do.
Right. Looking for a 3rd land here.
Oh, he found it.
Yep.
Painful.
So, definitely going to get in with that
Siphoner
and cast the Matter Reshaper, I think. I mean, to the Slaughter's not accomplishing much here. I think he needs to develop his board, threaten the block. Okay,
All right.
Drana works as well. 2/3 first striker.
Like, she's very hard to... She makes combat very weird for the opponent deck.
Right, and Dan knows what's in Curtis's hand, and it's not a removal spell.
It's the Cryptolith, right?
Sure. So yeah, I don't hate this line by Dan.
No, not at all. Like, I still think both players have a lot of room in this game. So
sure. Well, that's a... Yeah, Curtis played a Yahini on his last turn.
Yeah, and...
Rishkar.
Ooh, man, he has all the...
we're doing some things now.
He has all the Aether Legends in his deck.
Right.
Yeah. So...
Get in for 6.
Yep. Wait, couldn't... Oh, yeah, Jonna's a 2/3, right?
Correct.
Oh, I thought she was a 3/2.
No.
Should be so much better.
And here comes Cryptolith, right? We've got the Sacrifice Outlet. We've got 4 creatures on board. We're just missing 1 damage at this point.
Yep. Let's see what... Oh, he's dead, right?
Yeah, now he's dead.
Wait, no, he's not. Because...
Yeah. Zulaport... Oh, no. Right, he would have to sack the Zulaport to the Yahini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, another creature and he's dead.
Right.
Yeah, it may not have been wise to draw an extra card there just for the 1 point, but if Dan thinks the extra card get him out of here, like, he draws another collective.
It's got to be that, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be that.
It's like when Dan cast the first collective, like I probably would have suggested just like the neg 2 and drain, just because like.
Well, okay, so if you're unfamiliar with the deck that Curtis is playing,
yeah,
I don't think Dan's line was incorrect.
All right, no, I think like you could argue both lines though.
But if you are correct, or if you are familiar with the Cryptolith deck, then I think the drain and gain was better than the discard. I mean, at that point in the game, though, I don't know that I'm going to value the drain and gain high enough to want to discard a card for it.
I don't know, like, typically when I see green-black, this is me personally. The only card I can think of hidden off their hand is like Traverse.
Or a removal spell.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Like,
yeah, like I'm saying, because the Cryptolith deck does not play many removal spells.
All right.
So if you're familiar with the list, there's no reason to go for the discard option. And the life totals were so high at that point in the game that it's not necessarily worth a card to do the drain game.
Okay.
So that suggests to me that Dan is not familiar with the Cryptolith.
Yeah. Okay,
deck.
that's fair. So if Dan can kill the Zulaport Cutthroat before combat, then it gets a lot better for him.
Sure, and representing Fatal Push here.
Yeah, but it actually doesn't matter, I think. Push the Dutch Watch Recruiter? Or you... No, you push... He needs a 2 or 3 drop.
Yeah, he needs a 3 drop.
Alright.
I think you have to kill the Cutthroat here. And then block the other 2.
But then you take...
Well, so we're chumping... Yeah, so if he blocks Yahini, he...
you had to block Yahini.
Why?
Because he can just... Wait, no, it's only when opponent creatures die he gets +1/+1.
Or isn't he a...
He's a 3...
Is he a 2/2 haste when first cast?
I don't know.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. Alright, so he's going to wisely push the Cutthroat now. But then, in response... Yeah, he's just dead.
Yeah, we sack the Cutthroat to the Yahini, and Dan takes 4. Right? No, no.
No, he takes 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Then boom, dead.
Right.
Dunzo.
Yep.
I'm really curious what Heaney actually does. I know he's a sack outlet, but beyond that, I really
Yeah, it's like I think he's black and 2.
Yep. Haste.
2/2 haste.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And then sacrifice. He becomes indestructible.
Yeah, and whenever a creature an opponent control dies, he gets a +1/+1 counter or something like that.
I think so. I think that's right.
Yeah, for not knowing. Yeah. He's out of all 5 of those, like the legend cycle from Aetherwolf, he sees the least play.
Rightfully so, in my opinion.
Cause Brawl,
Karizev.
Yep.
Rishkar.
Yep. Brawl and Saram both. Brawl more than Saram, so I'll play Modern for a little bit.
Oh, Brawl is still seeing play.
Yeah, Saram was in the deck for like a week.
Cheerios.
Yep.
It was like a hot minute.
Yep. Then
Rishkar sees play in
standard staple.
Right. And Karizev is now
standard staple.
Right.
It's like really Yahini. This is one that hasn't seen any really spotlight.
Yeah. So Curtis doing what he can to put Yahini in the spotlight.
I mean, after like looking at all of them, they all seem to be had the same power level, except arguably Brawl may be the best.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're talking about a cost reduction.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Those are the easiest things to break.
Oh, thank you. So whenever a creature and opponent control dies, okay.
Yeah, and sacrifice another creature, Yahini gains indestructible. So we were right, yeah.
Yeah, but Yahini does look the coolest in my opinion.
Yeah, sure. He looks like a White Walker with a cape. Right? Glowy blue eyes.
I remember during spoiler season, like his expertise was like the most hyped.
Oh, sure. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Just never really found a good home, and largely because the kind of decks that you would want to put it in are also interested in playing to the board. Like, because of Winding Constrictor.
Yep.
Right.
It's just weird.
I mean, you know, Yahini's expertise followed up by a Liliana the Last Hope has to be one of the most powerful things you can do in Standard.
Right? Like, that has to be good.
Right. Sweep the board, play this Planeswalker.
Cool. And kill whatever the last thing your 4 toughness do that survived.
Right. But the decks that you would put those cards in are playing to the board as well, and if you're sandbagging, your opponent's going to sniff it out, and you're not going to get nearly as much of an effect out of your expertise and whatnot. Of course, you know, still, Liliana, the Last Hope, onto a clear board. Good Lord have mercy.
Preach!
I mean, well, far less effective now with the number of haste creatures seeing play than it would have been prior to.
Yeah, maybe like. Well, like there was no really good time for that to actually be good because like Aetherworks Marvel was legal.
Right.
So
yeah,
like,
you really have to wonder what this format would have looked like had it not been for that crap.
Yeah, like Standard right now is like great.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of viable stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. You know, there's a powerful linear aggro deck. There's the next level of aggro deck, the one step bigger in zombies. You've got some mid-range options with customizability that you can aim weekend to weekend against the expected matchups.
And you got to control, like you can play control.
There is a control deck. It did pretty well at GP Minneapolis.
Yeah. Well, granted, the pilot, Sato.
No, it was Dan Ward.
Oh.
Dan Ward played Approach of the Second Son's.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That one seems hot.
Yeah, there's been some interest, you know, by devotees of to the blue cards. Certainly, anytime that there's a new development in the world of the control decks, you know, it definitely piques the interest of a certain subsection of the Magic community.
Yep, for
sure.
Especially since Torrential Gearhulk's legal.
I still just do not think that Gearhulk is a good card in an Abrade format. I just don't. I cannot tell you the number of times that I killed a Torrential Gearhulk with my opponent tapped out, casting their flashback spell. It's like, okay, you get another Glimmer of Genius. That's great. It cost you 6 mana. It cost you your entire turn. I developed my board and I killed it with this 2 mana removal spell.
How many Braves are you running? 4?
Pardon?
How many Braves are you running?
At that time, I had 4 in the 75, 3 main, 1 side.
All right.
Yeah. Although that said, I did not bring in the 4th one against blue base control.
All right. Ooh, what's this card? Never seen this card before.
At this point, I would only have 2 main, 1 side. I would definitely cut 1. But still, it's just such a huge tempo swing. I can't tell you how deflated my blue-red opponents and blue-black opponents looked when I would make that exact play. Because they knew what a huge tempo swing it was.
I mean, if they're main phasing Gearhulk, whew.
No, during my end step.
All right, yeah.
So I would cast a threat. I mean, they would hit 6 mana. I would cast a threat into it, knowing that if they wanted to make their Gearhulk play, they had to wait another turn if they wanted to counter my threat. And I would still have mana up for my Abrade. Like, yeah, it's just.
That was just a great meta call by you.
Well, I got lucky. I picked my spot.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. Week 1, for a lot of people, is a mystery. I think that the history of Magic can very much inform what kind of choices you should be making going into a fresh format in Week 1. And I tell you what, I've been playing this game long enough to have a sense of the history.
You know what?
I'm an old fart.
Yep. Running 4 Essence Scatters that weekend was great for me.
Right.
4 main deck, hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was really well positioned for sure.
Yep. 4 Magma Sprays still. Yep.
Right. Dan getting in with this Matter Shaper, getting feisty.
Hey, yeah, dude. That's an aggro creature, okay? It's 3 power.
I mean, I like that there's this black-based Eldrazi deck in the format now.
Yeah.
I do. It's the next step up from zombies, right? So you've got mono red, zombies slightly bigger, black Eldrazi slightly bigger.
Yeah, so the mono black deck, like the black Eldrazi, the way it's built is it's being 2 steps bigger than the fastest deck in the format.
Right.
But generally when that happens,
well, it's got the removal to be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
It's got the best 1 mana removal spell in the format.
Fatal Push.
And it's got arguably the best 2 mana removal spell in the format. Grasp.
Or
because of how it's positioned right now.
Yeah.
Being able to kill Hazaret, being able to kill Glorybringer, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and Gifted Averborn is like strangely, oddly.
Yeah, personally, I'm not big on that card. I think it's fine as a 1 or 2 of, but I don't think you want to be all in on that. I mean, it gets incendiary flowed.
Yeah.
We saw that happen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it is definitely not the lockdown answer that you would anticipate it being.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, but if it goes unchecked, though, different game.
But any Magic the Gathering card that has power and toughness, if it goes unchecked, wins you the game.
Sure.
Right, because it has power and toughness, and it attacks your opponent's life total. And if it goes unchecked, then it's eventually going to kill them, no matter what it is.
Sure.
Right. As long as it's not 0 power, like a Jace Vryn's Prodigy.
Signal Pest.
Or Signal Pest, yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
I mean, if that goes unchecked, it can win someone the game. Ooh, Cletus.
Not without help.
Now, I think Cletus shuts off the combo.
Indeed. Indeed it does.
It really depends on the... Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because it doesn't die, it gets exiled, and Zulaport doesn't trigger.
But if Zulaport said something like leaves play, then still would work.
Right. Cletus doesn't turn off Revolt.
No,
right.
Thankfully.
Right, because it's if a permanent left the battlefield.
Yep. So now Curtis just has to go good old turn creature sideways.
Yeah, mediocre beats at this point. I mean, he is very much a synergy-based deck. Dan is, at least at this point in the game, successfully reducing the power of his deck by cutting off his synergies.
Ooh, Bont 2. Bont 2.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Bantu's seen such little play. I know he's a 4/6 for 3 mana, right?
So he can only attack or block if a creature died this turn.
Okay.
I only know this because I played him in sealed,
Sure.
and I thought like, this guy's good, right? But he actually sucks in sealed.
Yeah.
Because like he forces like to have one of your creatures die.
Sure.
Like
yeah. Creatures. Yeah. You don't want to do that. It's not something you want to be doing in sealed.
No. And you can pay black and a colorless for 2 to sack a creature and scry 1. I may be wrong.
Probably good with any of the Eldrazi that make a Scion when they come into play, right?
Yep.
You know, Curtis probably playing Blister Pod.
Or Blister Pod, and what's that one black-green one that saw a lot of play in Rally back in the day?
Yep. I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of it at the moment.
Yeah, that one. The one that makes 2.
Black, green, and 1.
Make 2, or is it 1?
It's 1, but it's a 2/3, and then whenever a creature dies, you scry 1.
Yeah, like that card was insane.
Right. I mean, I don't know that I'd call it insane, but
So Bantu can now block.
why? Oh, because we killed a thing.
Yep. Sure. Maybe. I don't think Dan can attack here.
Yeah, I don't think he can either.
Cause
So was it a mistake to play that removal spell? Or, well, it was Liliana, so...
maybe does downtick get back Energy Bob?
And...
Maybe.
Okay, is that a zombie that he put into play there? That crazy-looking token that looks like the Undertaker from the WWE?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who the Undertaker is, actually. My favorite wrestler from that is like the Typhoon or whatever.
Mine was Undertaker.
Why? Because he always won?
Choke slam.
All right.
You know, just one time in my life, you know, I would like to choke slam. Just deliver a good, solid. Hey, you know what? Hold still.
I thought you were talking like you just wanted to give me a choke slam. I didn't know you meant in general.
No, that's what I. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was hinting at.
All right.
So back to the game. Curtis going wide. Life total is getting precariously low on both sides here.
All right, but like,
so is Bantu a creature that you control died this turn, or is it if a creature anybody controlled died this turn?
I think it's a creature you control. I could be wrong.
Because okay, so maybe we So we definitely need to downtick on something or uptick on something with Liliana.
Yeah, maybe we can read it too.
No, our stream runner's not paying attention tonight. He was like 15 minutes late with that Yahini.
You know what? I tried, okay? I really tried to give him a hint. I mean, if we don't see in the next 5 minutes, we can really tell he's not paying attention.
Right. Of course, I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to listen to us, of all people.
Right, if I was him, I wouldn't be paying attention either. Unquenchable thirst. That's what I'm feeling from sitting in this sauna of a retail store tonight.
Yeah. I just wish a Savage Twister would come through and chill us off.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is what we call trying to fill dead air.
Yep. I mean,
while Dan goes deep in the tank.
Yeah.
We don't have ads to run like Star City.
No.
You know,
like,
or
we're not that rich.
Products to hawk. I mean, we could talk about maybe clicking on that subscribe button down yonder, or up yonder, rather.
Yeah, up yonder.
Up yonder. I see that now.
Also, if you subscribe during the month of August, Top Deck Productions is giving away a box
of
Our Devastation, I assume.
Sweet.
It's the most recent standard set.
I might subscribe.
Yeah, I mean...
And I don't even really like the channel that much.
I don't either.
But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty sick deal, right?
Yeah, so like if you go to the end of the month and no one subscribed, just subscribe and boom. $5 for a box.
Oh, your mic's messed up. It's not Our, it's just any standard set.
Oh, Your
mic is still messed up.
Oh,
there we go. See, I shouldn't have said anything.
See, I told you I did switch mics on you today. It was all fine till just now.
Because you got excited about the box.
Okay, so it's not just ours. Any standard set. Right. So if you want foil fatal pushes, boom, get
Aether Revolt.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you just want a money sink, boom, Battle of Zendikar. Battle for Zendikar.
Battle of the set that had Gideon in it.
Yeah. And Skull and Tarn, maybe.
What? Oh, because of the expeditions.
Yep.
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
So,
play the lottery.
What happened?
Looks like Dan
Someone
was
won?
able to wrap that one up.
I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Like, it was just like congested board state, and someone swung, and game over.
Right. I would imagine that Dan won that one. And yep, guessed
maybe.
Correctly.
All right, cool. Sweet. Game 3, guys.
All right. Yeah, you could also hit the follow button up there next to the subscribe button if you're digging the stream and want to know when you hop on Twitch TV whether or not Top Deck Productions is streaming.
Yep. Instead of just like searching it up, it's like, oh, are they streaming? No, you can just like go to your left and it's like, oh, they're streaming.
Right. Well, except on Wednesdays because I'm sure they'll know because they come
for us.
Well, the hot standard action and the completely clueless commentators that more often than not talk about Modern.
Yeah, for like a solid 10 minutes one time, I thought Station Snare could get Planeswalkers. I thought it was O-Ring.
Right. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just like O-Ring with Flash, right? Cool. Card seems good.
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Totally playable.
Ooh.
So, I mean, if you're Curtis, right, and you're playing this Cryptolith Monument brew where you're looking to go wide and win with synergy, what kind of things are you bringing in against a red-black Eldrazi deck? And I'm still not convinced that there's any red in this deck, to be honest.
I haven't seen any red either.
Right. I think it's just black Eldrazi.
Maybe
if there is any red, it's the blood from the fact that they're all vampires.
I think Dan's just trolling us with his deck name.
Could be.
Yeah, yep.
He told me there was red.
I don't believe you. Is he...
Okay. I mean, is his hair like an auburn color? I can't tell on the stream. Maybe that's the red.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like... I don't know.
So... Basically, if I'm Curtis, maybe...
Yeah, what are we trying... How are we trying to combat what's going on over there on the other side of the table?
It's so hard because I can't think of any good like Anthem effects or Lord-ish type effects. Maybe a Gitrog monster?
I want to get in the air.
Maybe like...
Right? Sky Sovereign.
Okay, that's more reasonable than... the thing I was about to say.
Well, literally anything that comes out of my mouth is more reasonable than what you were about to say.
I say that's true like 90% of the time. I'm not disagreeing with you there. Like maybe some like a Granny Midrange plan of like Gitrog.
Probably not. His land count has to be pretty low.
Yeah, I just want someone to play Gitrog, honestly.
Yeah, you've got a hard-on for the frog.
Can you blame me?
Yeah, actually I can. It's ridiculous.
Have you seen what that card does?
It loses. It loses because if it actually won, it would be seeing play.
The format's way too fast for it right now, obviously.
Yeah, so is every other format. It will never see play.
I'm going to prove you wrong one day.
Okay, all right, okay. It might see play. It will never top 8 a major event. You want to put a friendly wager on this one? For the entirety of its standard legality, the Gitrog monster will not top 8 a major event.
Okay.
And I mean SCG Opens,
all right,
and Invitationals,
all right,
GPs,
all right,
and Pro Tours.
So no IQs?
IQs are not major events.
All right.
Even though sometimes the field at an IQ is so freaking thick that it feels like the last couple rounds of an old school PTQ.
Yeah, okay. I never got to play in one of those. I might be playing in one of those. My first PTQ in end of the August.
Right, the Sunday at GP Indy.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I don't day 2 that.
So Dan was the victim of a transgress the mind, followed that up with a glint sleeve siphoner.
So he should be fine. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Curtis has... so he brought in scrap heaps.
I mean, we saw that game too.
You know, looking to get frisky.
Yep. Let's like turn the card sideways more.
Sure, sure.
Like
and
more effective attackers.
When you're on the play, I think that's perfectly fine. When you're on the draw, not so much.
Another glitch sleeve siphoner.
Sure, yeah.
Double bob.
Yeah, we're gonna get in, and we're definitely getting a card.
Next turn.
Next turn, that's right.
Like, he's at least going to generate one card a turn if both attack.
On a dais. Yeah, Commander not played in major events.
Not yet.
The Commander Pro Tour.
Hey, man.
Could you imagine 4-person pods?
It'd probably just be 1v1, just for sake of time, if I'm being honest.
4-person Commander Pro Tour.
Wait, how did Scrap Heap Scrounger block Glistening Siphoner when it has Menace?
Well, more importantly, how did Scrap Heap Scrounger block Glint Sleeve Siphoner when the card itself says that it can't block? So, yeah, I would be curious how that happened. Oh, Scrap Heap attacked and got blocked. See, this is what happens when I try to pay attention to chat. We miss these important details.
I was like, that has Menace, and I mean that makes the most sense. It's
sure.
Ooh, Curtis not having double black right now is really hurting him with that Cletus in his hand.
Absolutely. He does have double black, though. Those are 2 basic swamps and 2
Oh,
Westvale Abbeys.
Wait, I thought that was a basic forest. I just can't see.
Is it? I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think I saw a forest. It may be.
Those full art lands, especially if they're from Hour,
yeah.
You know, I mean, it's the Hour of Devastation. They are all pretty doomy and gloomy.
Yep, just like you.
I mean... I always wear black T-shirts.
Yep.
I drive black cars. I have multiple black cats. I play with black sleeves.
Yep.
You know, yeah.
You're not helping your point here.
I'm reinforcing yours.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
It's a forest. I'm glad somebody out there knows what's going on.
I mean, I told you it was a forest.
Like I said, I'm glad somebody out there knows what's going on.
So, just like turns to do sideways to use Dan.
Yeah, I think Dan is real far ahead here.
Why not turn the other gifted? You know what? You do what you want, Dan. I believe in you. You don't have a color source for that counter spell in hand. It's okay. Oh, that card. The card we were talking about there earlier.
Yeah, Catacomb Sifter. Booyah. Did it.
We did it, boys. That's the only thing we care about today.
Yep.
We got that card right.
Stream.
All right, see you, boys.
All right. So the Scion, importantly, having some fun time with Bantu, if Bantu makes an appearance.
He might make his last reckoning here soon.
Highly doubt it.
Card's highly overrated. So
I didn't even know it had a rating to begin with.
Yeah, that
so
it
we're
sucks.
We're gonna trade our Gifted Aetherborn for a card that can potentially come back. I'm not sure that I necessarily like that exchange of resources. I think you were right in saying that Dan should have just turned them all sideways last turn.
Yeah, because, like, he gains 4.
Unless the Gifted Aetherborn was sick and we were just too busy yakking.
Yeah, I mean, that's very possible.
Right.
Like, since he just gains 4, if he swings both, then, like, he's lose 3, it's still +1.
Sure.
And here's
Thought
the
not seer.
modern staple.
What do you got, buddy? Show them to me. I'm taking one of them.
All right, Cletus.
Yeah, you're going to like it. But, I mean, are we taking the thing that our opponent can't cast right now? Or are we taking the thing that he can cast? Or one of the things?
I mean, I think he's just most afraid of Cletus, personally.
Okay, fair.
I mean, because,
Depending
like...
on what else is in his hand.
I mean, it's the Cutthroat combo piece, and you need to...
Well, the Cutthroat's just going to die to Liliana if it gets played.
And then Dunzo. I don't even know what that last card is. And
Curtis not remembering his...
Scribe.
Yeah, his Sifter triggers.
I mean, no one plays that card anymore, so that's bound to happen.
The man built the deck. RTFC.
Yeah, right. You're right. He should read his own card.
There we go.
There we go.
Well, a little bit of backtracking there, but that's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's friendly. This is a friendly.
Let's see what happens. Die. Someone's going. I think Dan's going to win though.
That is wow. I mean, you're really going out on a limb there. Gosh, you should probably get a Medal of Honor for your bravery and heroism in making that statement.
So let me think here.
He's got a Planeswalker, a 4/4, and 2 other creatures in play, one of which has Menace, to his opponent's lone Catacomb Sifter.
Oh, wait, another creature?
And 2 cards in hand, and you are going so far. See, if we had that grasp, I don't know that we take... Kalidas, sure. We make him have to draw the swamp and then spend his entire turn casting it, and then kill it for 2 mana and gain huge tempo.
So, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean...
Because...
So, when Curtis was brewing up this deck, I think that he forgot to include an effective answer to Liliana the Last Hope.
I think he just forgot about the card in the format.
Like some nevers.
I mean, there might be in there. We just haven't seen them.
That's fair. That's fair. We're going to kill the Cutthroat, Dan. Or not.
Okay, let Curtis get more triggers, okay.
Sure.
Trigger. I'm triggered. Not really. So, like...
I mean, we can activate the Ifnir Deadlands.
Yep.
And kill something else as well.
I don't think even Bontu's Last Reckoning gets Curtis out of the situation.
Why are you so obsessed with that card? He's not playing it. He plays to the board.
Alright.
He's got Cryptolith right in his deck, a card that needs creatures on the battlefield to actually do anything, and you are just absolutely convinced that the man is playing a sweeper.
Hey, man. Let him live his life.
I don't know what's wrong with you. I've got a pretty good idea, though. So, back to the game.
Well, I do have Adderall tattooed on me.
Yeah, you do. Actually.
Yeah, boom.
Right.
Okay, not swimming with the Gift of Aetherborn. You do you, man.
They are his magic cards. He can play with them however he wants.
I know,
I'm pretty sure that Aetherborn was just cast.
No, he has that 2... Oh, it might have.
Oh, no. I don't know. Because he spent 2 mana, one for a Grasp, one for a Warping Whale, it looks like.
It wasn't a Grass the last turn?
No.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So Dan with the rub-ins talking about how much he enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
I would too if I won.
So that is going to do it for the 3rd and final commentated round.
Yep.
Of hot and sweaty standard action tonight.
It is sweaty back here.
There's going to be one more round, so stick around for that. Yeah, it was just cast this turn, Robert. Shut up. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Feel free to do any of the donations. There's a Patreon. All proceeds go back into the improvement of the stream. This is not a for-profit venture, at least at this point.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed the content tonight, feel like showing your appreciation, there's multiple ways you can do so. Check them out. We will be back next Wednesday with some more hot, maybe hopefully less sweaty standard action.
No, even more sweaty. I want this room to be 100 degrees next week.
Tune in tomorrow, I think, for a modern stream.
Yes.
Friday Night Magic, also modern.
Yep.
Generally speaking. And there will also be a PPTQ this weekend, modern format here at GameSwap in balmy Mason, Ohio.
Yeah, so if you enjoy modern, this week is for you.
Yep, and that's going to be streamed as well. And if you're in the area, come out and play.
Yep.
I will not be here.
Neither will I for the PPTQ.
Why not?
I have to help my mom and stepdad move.
Okay. Well, I couldn't play even if I wanted to.
Rubbin.
Cha. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a good week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Ooh-wee.
Bye-bye.